Did you know? Surprisingly, Alaska has the highest crime rate in the United States. Beneath its stunning natural beauty lies a dark and shocking reality. Despite its breathtaking landscapes, life in Alaska is marked by alarming crime rates and extreme isolation. Alaska, the largest and coldest state in the US, is renowned for its extraordinary natural beauty. From towering mountains to vast tundras, along with diverse flora and fauna like polar bears, sea otters, moose, and beluga whales, Alaska offers spectacular scenery rarely found elsewhere, including the mesmerizing aurora borealis. Nicknamed the Land of the Midnight Sun, Alaska provides a unique experience where the sun shines for up to 22 hours a day in the summer. This extended daylight allows vegetables to grow much larger than usual. Outdoor activities such as fishing, hunting, hiking, and camping are major attractions, supported by several national parks like Denali National Park and Glacier Bay. However, Alaska's extreme natural conditions present unique challenges for its residents. The long, dark winters are a significant test, requiring extra effort to complete everyday tasks. Limited sunlight during winter causes the polar night phenomenon, which can impact mental health. The lack of sunlight lowers serotonin levels in the body, leading to depression and seasonal affective disorder. Conversely, the nearly endless daylight in summer often causes insomnia, adding stress to both mental and physical health. The dangers of hypothermia and weather-related accidents are also high, given the brutal cold and thick snow covering much of Alaska. These challenges are further exacerbated by social isolation, especially in remote villages that are hard to reach. When snowstorms hit, residents can be trapped without access to emergency services, increasing the risk of accidents and worsening mental health conditions. It's no wonder that enduring life in Alaska can be so difficult. Amidst the breathtaking natural beauty of Alaska, there lies a darker side, one often highlighted by the local youth, a side marked by high crime rates. In 2018 alone, violent crime in Alaska increased by 3.3%, with sexual crimes occurring at nearly 4 times the national average. This alarming statistic includes incidents such as rape, sexual assault, robbery, aggravated assault, and even murder, positioning Alaska as the most dangerous state for women. The state police reported a staggering 1,100 cases of rape and 88 attempted rapes in just 1 year. This shocking frequency means that acts of sexual violence occur approximately every 7 hours. Furthermore, an alarming 59% of adult women in Alaska have experienced intimate partner violence, sexual violence, or both. This highlights the severity of the problem and underscores the pervasive nature of these crimes in the state. Several factors contribute to this dire situation. Geographic isolation, limited access to law enforcement services, and a prevalent culture of heavy alcohol use exacerbate the problem. The tragedy is further compounded by cases like that of a man who kidnapped and strangled a native woman, only to escape prison time, showcasing the ongoing issues with justice and accountability. Major cities such as Anchorage and Fairbanks have seen significant surges in violent crimes. Meanwhile, rural areas face even greater challenges due to isolation and scarce law enforcement presence. Factors such as high alcohol consumption, extreme weather conditions, long winter nights, and vast distances between locations all contribute to the high crime rates. Law enforcement in Alaska is also grappling with considerable challenges due to the state's vast and isolated terrain. Many villages are accessible only by plane or dog sled, leading to delayed responses from law enforcement. When a snowstorm hits Alaska, it can take days for the police to reach the scene of an incident. This delay provides ample opportunity for criminals to flee or intimidate their victims. The isolation is further compounded by the fact that there is only one plane for every 6 people, making transportation and communication significant challenges. These conditions create an environment where crime can flourish without fear of consequences, making Alaska one of the states with the highest crime rates in the United States. Let's turn our attention to the nightlife and the infamous red light district of Alaska. In the past, the small town of Ketchikan was home to the well-known red light district on Creek Street. Between 1903 and 1953, prostitution was a primary source of income here. The women who operated in this industry faced numerous challenges, including the illegal smuggling of alcohol and drugs. They ran brothels, maintained security with the help of boyfriends or guards, and often interacted with traders, sailors, and loggers seeking entertainment. Today, many Alaskans find it difficult to find a romantic partner, influenced by the sparse population spread over a vast area. The small population makes meeting potential partners a rare occurrence. This situation is exacerbated by the extreme climate and geographic isolation, hindering social interactions and making dating even more challenging. These factors create an environment where loneliness and social isolation are serious challenges. Although red light districts like Creek Street no longer exist, their historical legacy continues to influence Alaska's image. The stories from the past about women struggling to support themselves under harsh conditions highlight a dark side of Alaska's nightlife. These tales are far from romantic, filled with exploitation and the struggle for survival. In Alaska, the competition for survival extends beyond human rivals. Here, humans do not always sit at the top of the food chain. The presence of bears, especially grizzlies and black bears, poses a significant threat to both residents and tourists. Given the large bear population and expansive habitats, encounters between humans and bears are quite frequent. These Alaskan bears can become highly aggressive, particularly when they feel threatened or are in search of food. Such bear attacks can be fatal, making preventative measures essential. One common protective measure is bear spray, which costs around $90 per can. Additionally, many individuals opt to carry firearms as a last resort in emergencies, though this requires special licenses and training. The darker side of Alaska also includes serious issues related to alcohol and drug abuse. The state has an alarmingly high rate of alcoholism, with many isolated communities suffering from the detrimental effects of excessive alcohol consumption. According to the Alaska Department of Health, alcohol-related deaths nearly doubled over a 2-year period. These fatalities include direct alcohol poisoning, as well as deaths from alcohol-related conditions such as liver disease. Moreover, Alaska is grappling with a troubling opioid and methamphetamine epidemic. Opioid abuse, encompassing heroin and prescription drugs like oxycodone, has led to a spike in overdoses and fatalities. The cost of combating opioid abuse in the United States runs into billions of dollars annually, and Alaska is among the hardest hit states. Methamphetamine, sold at around $100 per gram, is also widespread among residents, leading to increased crime rates and mental health issues. Alaska, though abundant in natural resources like minerals, metals, and oil, starkly exhibits poverty and economic inequality. In 2022, approximately 11% of Alaska's population lived below the poverty line, defined as having a total household income within the past year that falls below the national poverty threshold. Despite the state's wealth, many locals struggle with a high cost of living and depend heavily on government subsidies. The loss of indigenous culture is another pressing issue. Forced assimilation threatens the languages and traditions of Alaska's native peoples, who continue to fight for recognition and rights, including access to the natural resources that rightfully belong to them. Limited infrastructure exacerbates these difficulties, especially in remote areas with inadequate access to essential services such as healthcare and education. Transportation and connectivity challenges further isolate many communities, making it hard for them to thrive. Despite Alaska's immense potential, many of its residents still grapple with poverty and the preservation of their cultural heritage amidst rapid and often unjust changes.